Hi, it's your favorite Trini, Marge Trini. I'm coming in with another episode of social distancing. Um, Today was an excellent day. Did a lot of meditation, self searching, starting to plan for the future, etc. So, I posted my last video about plans, and I'm just gonna continue today with some of the feedback I've been getting and some of the ideas that I've been running past. Sorry, I did a facial earlier, so I'm seeing. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna go through that a little bit. um Times have definitely changed, so I'm seeing a lot of videos out there and pictures of the homeless being kept in car parks and all these different things. What we need, as a human race, as the world, as an international population, as an international group, we need to literally come together to conquer this. It's going to take a lot of the world leaders, in my opinion, setting new boundaries, setting new standards, setting new expectations. Because what's going to happen is that our leaders are going to start to be affected by this, and steps need to be taken and put in place as soon as possible, because to me time is of the essence. The longer we take, it's a lot more difficult for us to go to come back to our quote unquote everyday lives, which personally I don't think we're gonna come back to in any quick way. And even when we come back to normal, it wouldn't be the normal that we know before all of this. So to continue, we need to start to organize food and feeding the necessary people that need the assistance to do so. Not just that, we need to think long term, because we need to have food banks in place where people could come and get the foods, the fresh fruits, the fresh juices and stuff that they need. Now, these things that we get, these fruits and veggies, we need to make sure that they are not compromised. We need to make sure that our agricultural system and everything are still in place. So yes, the doctors are in the forefront fighting, as I explained in my previous video. Call to service those who are willing to help and are willing to learn quickly to come to assistance. Those who are, first you call out those who are relatively qualified, those who have medical experience, those who are like in their final year, who might have the abilities to deal with the quote unquote onslaught of patients. So that's the first thing. Um, so yes, food. That's my topic today. Food needs to be organized. What else needs to be organized? I would say housing and everyday necessities. So of course housing is necessary, because you can't expect people to stay in position in at no location. They need to actually have a home to go home to, where they can wash their clothes, where they could cook their food, where they can eat and do different things, interact with their families, their loved ones, etc. So we need to make sure that people have places to stay that keeps them separate and apart from others. So these congested populations, definitely, as I mentioned in the first video, locations need to be used up so that we could properly be distanced from each other. Um, Furthermore, we need to have a system where people could still have access to have their lights, their water, these things coming in still. Because as I said, with this being out of the way, it will cause even more chaos and stuff like that if they go awry. If I know people who might be able to pay the bill, so I'm seeing that some electric companies, etc., are deferring payment until. But let's be real here. Some people are living to bill, dollar to dollar, barely making it in this economy, about the economy as it was. So realistically, after things quote unquote get back to normal, they're not going to be able to run and pay 3-month bill or a 10-month bill in one swoop. So these regulations and plans need to be implemented before the crash comes. You understand what I'm saying? So either if there's a understanding that the government going to shoulder these expenses for a while and ensure that the communities are not in darkness. These energy companies need to make sure that they have their systems up to par and able to function without the human presence, or with as little bit of human presence as possible, because if these people go down, we're going down. So we need to start to look to our resources that we need to stay open. We need to look to our agriculture, which is our food, in terms of fresh food supply, etc. We need to make sure they're good. We need to make sure our supply and demand change. That means our people who shipping these foods, etc., are also good. We need to make sure that our systems, in terms of communication, in terms of electricity, in terms of lights and electricity, in terms of water and sewage disposal, are high functioning. Because once these start to fall apart, that increases the possibility of the virus spreading. 4, we need to probably have some sort of timely, everyday speaking to the public, keeping us calm, mental check-ins, letting us know that things are being done, and getting real facts, not the filtered versions of the fact. We need to get the real facts so that we will know exactly what we are dealing with, and people could start to make those decisions. 5, I think it's important for there to have programming where there are programs and different things available so people could communicate effectively and prevent the issue of mental health, mental breakdown, cabin fever, whatever these different things are that might manifest in this time of staying away. New protocols need to be put in place. Try to see the issue before it becomes an issue. So these are some of the ideas that I've been brainstorming with. Anyone who wants to get a further update into the things I've been speaking about, I hope to do so. I hope that you could contact me and give me your input as well. As I said, it's your favorite trainee, Marsh Trainee. Stay positive. Look out for each other. Mental health, emotional health, physical health. Check yourself. Much love. Bye.